hurt by flying metal and glass. An anti-Turkish group calling itself the Justice Commandos of the Armenian Genocide claimed responsibility. They called news agencies just after the incident. The reason for the bombing, according to the caller, was to retaliate because of Turkish interference in Armenian affairs. Armenian minorities inside Turkey have long wanted autonomy and blame the government for keeping them from winning independence. In Hollywood, another bomb, which the same group claimed responsibility for, exploded early this afternoon, shattering the Sunday quiet at Sunset and Vine. One person was hurt. The bomb was apparently placed inside a vacant building. The worst damage was suffered by a nearby travel agency owned by a man of Turkish descent. Richard Anderson, ABC News.
The first firm body count was released tonight by rescue officials in the earthquake-devastated Algerian city of Alas Nam. 1,500 are now known dead, but officials expect that death toll to rise and eventually exceed 20,000. Panic set in today among the survivors as the area was rocked by 2 aftershocks. More from ABC's Jacques Renier.
There were 350 apartments in this building. Most people were at home when the earthquakes hit. Only about 30 bodies have been found so far. Rescue workers will have to remove almost all of the wreckage to find the remaining victims. At this makeshift morgue, weeping relatives of victims have been waiting to see if the bodies of their loved ones are brought here. A worker said thousands of bodies have already been identified. Officials now estimate the number of wounded at about 40,000. One thing this disaster has done is give the Algerians a sense of purpose. Doctors can't cope with the number of people willing to give blood, and it seems the entire nation is helping with the problems of the wounded and those left homeless. Jacques Renier, ABC News, over coastal Algeria.
A massive international relief effort is now underway, including $1 million in emergency supplies from the United States. The worldwide assistance is so big, UN officials say Algeria is having trouble coordinating all of it.
Yes, sir. The package will be on your desk tomorrow, and I say that with the utmost confidence. I will take care of it. How will I take care of it? I don't know how I'm going to take care of it if I know how to.
When it comes to sending a package somewhere overnight, most forceful executives become as helpless as a 2-year-old.
You'll take care of it?
And as a secretary, you have to take care of them.
How will you take care of it? How do you
just call Federal Express.
Oh.
Federal Express, when it absolutely positively has to be there overnight.
42!
Oh, what a call! What a heartburn. How do you spell relief? Check the board, Coach. R-O-L-A-I-D-S.
Rolaids spells relief. Unbeatable relief. Relief Tums can't beat. Relief no other leading antacid can beat.
For comic relief, I put on a frown. But for acid indigestion, I spell relief. R-O-L-A-I-D-S. Unbeatable.
Rolaids spells relief. Unbeatable relief.
The battle for the oil fields of Iran intensified today as Iraqi troops advanced 4 miles southward from Khorramshahr against stiff resistance. They have crossed the Shah al-Arab waterway and gone south, pounding their next target, the oil center at Abadan, with artillery. And around on day 344 for the American hostages, President Barney Sauter said that the war with Iraq has probably delayed action by the parliament on the hostage issue, but he said that the issue might be resolved very fast once it's taken up. Here at home at a public park in Brooklyn, there was a rally for the 52 hostages in Iran. For the first time at a rally like this, there were U.S. combat troops as part of a show of support. The guest of honor was Barbara Rosen, wife of hostage Barry Rosen. She said their children keep asking the same question: when is Daddy coming home? Television evangelist Jerry Falwell, who has openly supported Ronald Reagan from his pulpit, today passed judgment on Vice President Walter Mondale. Falwell said Mondale's family roots are in humanism, which Falwell called glossed-over atheism. ABC's George Strait reports on Mondale's reaction.
Mondale was touring a dairy farm when he was told of Falwell's comments. His reaction was swift and righteously indignant.
I do not think that it is contributing to the political health of this nation for some self-appointed person to impose a so-called Christian rule that has to govern the behavior of others.
Mondale then questioned the motives of those on the Christian right, suggesting that while they preach the Bible, the message they spread is political.
I believe there are some extreme right-wingers more interested in politics by far than their Christian faith who are trying